will know that the answer to the majority of questions is it depends, which I'm sure must get highly frustrating for said listeners of Neil spilling his crap all over the place. But it does obviously depend. What does it depend on? Well, depends of course on how much competition there is. So let's just go back to this little example here. Vitamin C serum. Let's just search again. And we'll get back and we'll show the ads this time. Let's just make this a little bit smaller. All right. Now, it is going to depend what you are selling, where you are selling it, and what marketing medium you are talking about. So, for my own Amazon business, I currently do the following paid advertising depending on the product. So, YouTube video ads, Google search, Bing search, Google display advertising, Amazon pay-per-click, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. So that's the paid advertising that I undertake, not of course for every single product. Each product though, generally speaking, has got at least 2 of those running at any one time. And of course, each marketing channel, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google search, display, blah, 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 has got a different cost associated with it. Some channels, YouTube for instance, I'm getting very, very cheap, relatively, deals. A very, very cheap amount of sales relative to the amount of money I invest. Okay, so but that's not true for all of the Amazon products I do. So some products lend themselves much more to a visual thing like YouTube. Others lend themselves really, really well to search, like Google search for instance. Others lend themselves really, really well to SEO. So it will really, really depend what you're selling and whereabouts you're selling it. That's what it's going to depend on. So I don't know how much you need to spend on advertising to sell a product. It's really going to depend what you're doing. However, and I know that's a shit ass answer, so let me see if I can give you a little bit more to at least think about in terms of what your goals are for your product, because that will really dictate a great deal about what marketing related activities and therefore what marketing related costs you undertake, because it is very, very difficult to know what to do until you know what you're trying to achieve. So for instance, if you're trying to rank a product on Amazon in the search engine results page, which is this, if you're trying to rank a product on Amazon, that's a much different goal than if you're trying to make profits on Amazon. Weirdly, that's a different goal. You'd think they'd be the same, but they're not. When you're trying to rank your product on Amazon, get it into the top 5 spots on Amazon, for instance, then what you're doing is you're investing your marketing dollars to achieve a situation where Amazon will make sales for you. Because we all know, if you are on, let's just scrolly, if you are on page 2 or 3 of Amazon, really, you're not going to make many sales at all. It's just not going to happen. You want to be on page 1, and realistically, you want to be on page 1 in one of the top 5, perhaps 10 positions. Okay, so once you've done that and got invested into that and made your product rank there, well, that's going to cost you some money to do that, but then you'll make organic sales, and by making those organic sales, you've invested in that prime spot on Amazon, and now you're reaping the rewards of being there. So that's kind of one outcome, versus you wanting to make sales and you want to make profit from those sales. Well, that's a different undertaking and will require a different strategy. So for that, really what you look at is, well, given that my product, let's just take this product right here, costs with one review Wow. On page 1, incredible. Anyway, here's one with 10 reviews. Holy shit, that's just amazing. Jesus, I just love Amazon. There's so many opportunities. And look at this. Look at that for a terrible image. And look what's... Anyway, I don't even want to get started on that. That's completely thrown me just seeing that. So $14.99. Well, let's suppose that your goop in your bottle plus your pocket packaging, I don't know, $5, something like that, in America. So take that away, take away your shipping costs. What are you left with after all of your costs and your variable costs is your profit? Well, that's the money you can invest in your advertising. And the less of it you do, the more money, profit you will make. Again, I'm not entirely sure if I've answered that for you, Tracy. But yeah, the bottom line is you want to aim for top 5 position. Aim for top 5 position. And then... I'll also add as well one more thing. God, I'm all over the place today. I'll also add as well one more thing that, you know, dollar for dollar, pound for pound, Amazon ads are the most effective advertising you can do. Dollar for dollar, that's the most effective. Notice I didn't say cheapest, because it's not the cheapest, but it's the most effective advertising you can do on Amazon. So you definitely want to be doing that. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.